All right, folks, we should be live right now. Hopefully, everybody had a wonderful weekend. We got the MLB playoffs rocking and rolling. We got a multitude of football games throughout the week. We got NBA starting tonight. What a time to be a sports fan, guys. Go ahead and click that thumbs up button. And let's talk about tonight's picks. Obviously, we got Bills taking on the Titans tonight in Tennessee. We got one team that's looking like a Super Bowl. I mean, I could even go as far as front runner right now in the Buffalo Bills. They are up there. If you like the Ravens or the Chiefs, I get it. But, man, the Bills look really, really good. So I really like what they're selling this year a lot. As far as promotions, guys, with the NBA starting tomorrow and NFL in full force, if you want the members-only videos where we break down, we do lineup construction, all the information for NBA, all three sports, baseball, basketball, football included. Lifetime memberships today get a $100 rebate. New annual memberships today get a $75 rebate. Website link is below. Go to the sign up here portion of it and get the package that best suits you. Let's jump into today's plays. Click the thumbs up button. Let's start with cover boy for the day, Josh Allen. Huge chalk, captain lock for me. The Titans defense is trash. This one's easy. There's nobody even else in the running for me personally for the captain position. I will 100% get up to Josh Allen. He's going to be very popular at this position because he should be. This is kind of like Lamar last Monday night. You put him in the captain spot and you move on. I don't even think there's a close second place. Now, if you feel differently about this one, so I want to reiterate, there are reasons to like Tennessee today. The biggest reason being this does seem like a little bit of a trappy game for Buffalo. I wouldn't call it the Super Bowl, but you had a really, really big game last week against Kansas City. They could rest on their laurels right here. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I trust Buffalo. I think they're motivated to play well all season. However, you could view it differently. I've been wrong a million times before, and I'll be wrong a million more times. So I could be wrong about this one. I just have that much faith in Buffalo that I think that they're going to just continue to play well. But I can see why somebody would feel differently upon this one. Like if Matt was on the video today and he felt that way, I wouldn't agree, but I could understand it. I just happen to think Buffalo is that much better than Tennessee. And is going to go into Tennessee tonight and do what they've been doing for most of the season outside of week one, which is get up on fools early and just kick butt and take names. Next up, let's talk about Zack Moss, running back for the Buffalo Bills. They got kind of a 1-2 punch at wide receiver right now. Both of those guys are in play. You got Devin Singletary, who also gets a decent number of touches from the running back perspective. But what I like about Zack Moss is, for me, he is the running back more desirable for DFS because he's the red zone guy. He's the closer, and they're almost always up, it seems like, in fourth quarter. So he gets a lot of touches then. Defense is worn down, everything like that. He's also the better pass catcher. So I like Zack Moss tonight. I'm going to try to find a way to get him into my lineup. He's got double digits in every performance this year that he's played, and I think he's very, very affordable for his upside. Next up, let's flip over to the other side. Let's talk about the Tennessee Titans. Let's talk about Julio Jones. So he's back in the roster. He's back in the lineup tonight. We got A.J. Brown, their other stud wide receiver, is questionable this evening. As far as Julio goes, I don't know that it makes a big difference if Brown plays or not, because Brown is not going to be 100% if he is out there. And if he is, that probably makes life on Julio a little bit easier. Doesn't have to go out there with, Tre'Davious White on him all the time or anything like that. So I like Julio for his price tag. I also expect Tennessee to have to throw tonight. In a lot of games, they just go Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry. You see all the memes and the jokes about just every play call is a play from Madden or Technical, and it's just Henry up the middle. You get down 14 points, which Buffalo seems to do to people a lot. It's not so easy just to pound it with Derrick Henry. Also, Buffalo's defense is good. So look for them to have to throw a little bit tonight. I like Julio Jones. A lot of it has to do with his price tag. Also, just because I think the volume will be there in the amount that they are going to need to throw the ball, because I have a lot of faith in Buffalo. Again, if you feel like it's a trap game, I see where you're coming from, and I can see why you'd want to evaluate this one a little bit different. Next up, let's talk about Jeremy McNichols. So this is kind of a combination play right here. And what I mean by that is McNichols appears to be firmly questionable. He is the pass-catching running back. I have absolutely no idea if he's going to play tonight. They got another running back in Evans, who is only $200, who is currently listed as being on the IR, but he also has an opportunity to play tonight. So I would encourage everybody to check back on the running back situation later, 90 minutes before the game or whatever it is. I feel like Buffalo's going to play well and be up in this game, which is why I want the pass catching running back. McNichols at 3K is the pass catching guy. If both running backs are active, that's where I get a little bit confused and don't know if I necessarily need to get at one at the other. At that point, I might just take my chances with the $200 Evans if I really like my build around it, or I might hope I get some better information. But I am interested in the pass catching running back of the Tennessee Titans. I just don't 100% know who that's going to be. Got to make the videos earlier in the day. We're going to have to watch and learn on this one. I am wildly considering the Derrick Henry fade. I don't know that I've ever faded Derrick Henry in the Tennessee Showdown, but that should tell you a little bit about how I'm starting to feel about Buffalo. So I am considering the Derrick Henry fade. I'm not quite to the point that I know I'm going to do it. He will be popular because he's awesome, and I love Derrick Henry. But I also feel like if Buffalo gets up in this game, which they've been doing to a lot of people, this is a great day to not overwork Derrick Henry. He has taken a monster workload the last 4 weeks. Now, he's a really big dude, and he's capable of doing that. But this would be a good opportunity to get this guy a little rest, use these backup running backs, save Derrick Henry for next week because this division is yours for the winning because it's a terrible division. Last up, let's talk about the Buffalo Bills defense. So Buffalo's offense was good last year, but the defense was a bit soft. They have been a lot better this year. Through 5 games, they've created an average of 3 turnovers a week and averaging about 3 sacks a week. I like Buffalo's defense tonight, especially if you're operating under the theme that I've been talking about, which is the fact that I think Buffalo plays well tonight. I don't think that they're going to rest on their laurels of beating up on Kansas City last week. Could be wrong. Could definitely be wrong about that. It does set up as a little bit of a trappy game like that. I just happen to have faith on them. So I like the Bills defense. The Titans offense is pretty good when they're close or ahead. When they are behind, they are not a very good offense. You got a banged up wide receiver in Brown. Julio's been in and out of the lineup. You might have some problems at running back. I could see where this one might get ugly potentially. And that's where I would like the Bills defense, which is creating a lot of pressure this year. That is it. That is what I got for Monday night, guys. I appreciate you all tuning in. Click that thumbs up button, and let's stay tuned for some basketball tomorrow.